I was at work in Raleigh at the Research Triangle, actually. And individuals came to our offices to tell us what had happened. And also at that time suggested that we go home. So I was going through all kinds of emotions, fear, wondering what is really happening within our country.
A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
It was in disbelief as to what happened. Everybody started scrambling to try to get to a television to see what was happening. And that image that they showed over and over again will forever be etched in your memory.
I was in Statesville, North Carolina. I was there working as Emergency Medical Services Director for Iredell County. We were watching everything unfold like the rest of the nation. And I just recall how hard it was to see all that happening and thinking forward about what was next.
It was a terrible feeling that day driving from Raleigh back home to Fayetteville. And that feeling I never want to experience again.
So when I think about those first responders, when I think about the police officers, the firefighters, the paramedics and the EMTs, it just strikes me how selfless folks were and the sacrifices that they made.
You mourn the loss of life. You mourn those people who survived and now still have that trauma. And we have a trauma as a nation of that. And there are some people, anytime they hear in the airplanes, that trauma becomes real to them.
The Twin Towers were beautiful structures. And they were powerful looking structures. And to look at the location where they once stood is just a remembrance of how weak we can be.
And there was such a great loss of life, particularly among the first responders. They were on the front line that day in the war on terrorism, and some of them didn't even know it.
I think we can never forget. We need to always, as this day rolls around, say a prayer that it never happens again. Say a prayer for those who died. Say a prayer for those who survived. And always say a prayer for our nation.